really allow yourself to listen to your body this morning, this evening, wherever you are. Just make sure that you really honor the body that you have today. Anytime if you experience any discomfort, that is okay. See if you can sit and breathe through it. All right. And if you experience any pain, please don't kill yourself on your yoga mat. Just make it enjoyable for yourself. All right. So we are going to get started, and I think the screen is flipped. Maybe there's gonna be a bit of a confusion with left and right side. So just make sure that you do what I say, not what I do. If you find it a bit confusing, anytime if you want to pause, sit in a comfortable pose, feel free to do that. Now we're going to get started very soon. Before we start with our physical practice, we are going to do a few minutes of concentration practice, or pretty much like a breathing or short meditation practice. Okay. So with yoga, it's not all about just with our physical body. Our breathing is a very important part. Oh my God, Becca, you're here. I'm so happy. So I'm going to move back a little bit, and I'll try and speak up a little bit more. So if you can't hear me, just let me know. All right. So that I can move a little bit closer. So first, get yourself comfortable. Choose your favorite pose. Maybe you like to be seated. Maybe you want to lie down. If you just woke up for yoga this morning, then lie down, because we will start with some seated posture. The last thing I want you to do is thinking, oh my God, how long I have to stay in here? But I can't see you, so you can do whatever you like. So get yourself comfortable. You might like to take a moment to move around. Sitting is uncomfortable, then lie down. If you want to just feel free to move, okay? So see if you can close your eyes for a moment. Closing the eyes. Close the eyes for a moment. When we close our eyes, we remove distractions so that we can look inwards and really spend this time to connect with our inner self. Take a deep breath in and out. Take a moment to notice in this most comfortable pose that you've chosen for yourself, which parts of the body feels really nice and relaxed right now. Which parts of the body feels really open and spacious. Which parts of the body feels really grounded and supported. At the same time, also notice right now in this moment, are you holding on to tension or tightness anywhere in the body? Maybe hips, shoulders. I think it's just pause. So where, I got distracted for a moment, sorry. So where feels nice and where feels tight. See if you can soften your body. If you do feel any tightness and tensions or even pain or soreness, just really allow yourself to really experience how you're feeling right now, even throughout the class. If you do carry injury or chronic injuries, just be extra mindful when you move in and out of postures. You don't have to do anything or everything I said or do, okay? And also take a moment to notice how you're feeling right now. How you're feeling right now with your energetic body. How you're feeling even emotionally and mentally. So with yoga, we're not just focusing simply on our physical body. Yes, we do move a lot, but really allow yourself to take a moment to observe how you're feeling as one in every single level. How did you arrive to your yoga mat? You're noticing any thoughts coming through your mind. Allow them to come in, take a moment to acknowledge them even, and then allow them to pass through so that you can be here. Now starting to bring awareness to your breath. Notice how you're breathing right now without changing or interfering with your breath. Just simply observe. Notice if you breathe shallow, if you breathe deep, whether you breathe fast or slow. When was the last time you paid attention to how you breathe? Was it on your yoga mat? So our breath is our life force energy. Without breath, there is no life. So really allow yourself to connect with this energy to the self. And slowly, without making too much effort, allow your breath to deepen. See where it goes, when it stops, when there's no more inhale to take in, starting the exhale. So just allow the breath to float in and out of the body like there is no beginning and no end. Allow the inhale to create more space, bringing more energy into your body. Feel your body right up, feel your lungs up. And each time you exhale, have a sense of letting go. What do you need to let go this morning? Or wherever you are this evening? Letting go any tightness or tension that you're holding in your body. Maybe at this time you're feeling a little bit stressed due to the situation that we're all kind of facing at the moment. Let them leave. Allow the exhale to soften your body. Allow the exhale. See if you can sense a wave of relaxation from the center of the body, spreading out to the limbs, fingertips, toes, even to the crown of the head. And also taking this moment to set yourself an intention for your yoga practice this morning. So what do you need from your yoga today? Intention, if you already have one that you're working on, feel free to use the same one. Or maybe it is something that you like to focus on for the class for the next hour. So think of something positive that's going to serve you in the present moment. And your intention starts with the sentence, I am. Now my intention this morning is that I am really grateful that you're spending this time with me on your yoga mat and we're sharing this space together, though we're not in the same room, but I can feel your energy. I'm grateful for that, and just keeping in mind to be grateful with whatever I have in my life right now, and you're one of them. So thank you for being here. So repeat this intention in your mind 3 times, or you can even say that out loud now you're in your own home. As if it's already done, already happened. We're honoring the power of words and power of thoughts. What we tell ourselves really matters. Take a deep breath. Imagine you're sowing this seed of good intention at the base of your spine. And see it growing, see it take shape from a seed growing into a tree. Take 3 deep breaths in and out completely. Take 3 cleansing breaths in and out if you like. Deep breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. So starting to move your body whatever the way you like, whatever feels nice for you, big or small movements. Now I'm going to move back onto my yoga mat. I'm going to speak a little louder. So if you can't hear me, please just let me know, okay? All right. So come to a seated posture. If you're finding sitting uncomfortable, place a towel or a book, whatever that can lift you up a little bit more. So sitting comfortably, when I sit, I like to use my hands to move my muscles back so that my sitting bones can anchor down. Bring the hands to the top of the knees Relax the shoulders. Keep the spine in an upright position. And if you like to close your eyes for a moment, feel free to do that. Feel the sitting bones anchoring down. Bring your awareness to your belly button. Now an inch beneath the belly button. Gently draw it in and upward. In yoga, we call it a bandha. It's a lock, yeah, a root lock. We're locking the energy in so we're not collapsing down. Now elongate through the spine. Gently reach the sternum forward and draw the chin in and feel a nice gentle stretch along the side and the back of the neck and lift the crown of the head towards the sky. Relax your face and gently drape the shoulders down so that you're creating a lot of space between your shoulders and your ears. Now bring the palms to the heart center. We're going to start to move. And if your legs, your hips get uncomfortable, feel free to just change and swap your legs at any time. All right, so we're going to move through a sequence. And some of you already know, so move at your own pace at any time. Inhale, slightly lift the chest. Reach the sternum forward. Exhale, interlace your hands and reaching your palms forward towards me, round through the back. Bring your chin towards the throat. Next, inhale, extending the arms towards the ceiling. Bend your elbows as much as you like. Relax your hips. Exhale, gently tip towards your right side. Sitting bones anchoring down. Inhale, come back to the center. We're just warming up. Exhale to the other side. You don't need to go too far. Inhale, come back to the center. Now exhale, releasing the arms to the back of the room. Inhale, reach the knuckles away to open your chest. Exhale, releasing the palms to the heart center. So I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing here. Yeah. Sitting tall. Inhale, lift. Exhale, rounding. Think of a cat stretch. Yeah, separating the shoulder blades. Bring your chin towards the throat. Inhale, lift and extend and lengthen your torso. Exhale to your right side. Open through the side body. Inhale, return back to the center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, let go of the arms to the back. Inhale, reach away. Really open your heart. Exhale, release. So we're going to do this one more time, or if you want to do an extra one, feel free to do it. The last round, maybe make it bigger. Yeah. Inhale, lift. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to the right, relaxing the hips, soften your face. Inhale, come back. And exhale to the other side. Inhale, come back. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, open your heart, maybe with a big smile on the face. Exhale, release. All right, now swapping your legs, the other one in front. Naturally, we pick our favorite side in front, and I am the same, so this side might feel a little bit uncomfortable. So prop yourself up if you need. Now relax your shoulders. Keep the spine nice and long the whole time, yeah? Now open your arms out to the side. Imagine you're holding a big energy ball. Soften your shoulders, soften your face. Now from here, gently on the inhale, reach the sternum forward. Bring the arms back. Imagine your favorite person is sitting in front of you. You can close your eyes now. You want to give them a big hug, yeah? And exhale, give yourself a nice big hug. Now, round through the back. Bring your hands to touch your shoulders perhaps. Keep your chin in. Inhale, reach and open. Get ready to receive a big, big hug. Exhale, rounding, give yourself a nice big hug. And you're going to continue to breathe and move like this. I'm just going to turn sideways so that you can see the spinal movement. So again, think of cat-cow. We're reaching forward, sternum forward. Exhale when you round through the back. Your hands touching your shoulders. And see, each time if you have the habit of touching the same side, and with your hands, can you swap them? And see if each time as you get bigger, so you can touch even your shoulder blade, yeah? Make them as big as you possibly can and move with your breath. So always allow your breath to guide you, not the other way around. So I know at this time we all are staying in our own home and some of us are away from our loved ones. So perhaps taking this time, sending them love or giving yourself this time to cultivate self-love. And you're here on your yoga mat this morning. So that's definitely self-love there. Okay, so do a couple more. one last time. Come back to the center. And now give your legs a bit of a stretch. I know some of you are dying to stretch your legs. I can't really see the screen really well. I don't know if you can see my legs. Point your toes, flex your feet. Point your toes, flex your feet. And then just circle the ankles towards different directions. Shift your weight back a little bit. Use the weight of your hands to support you. So stretching your legs the other way. Wiggle your toes. As some of you do my classes, you know this is my favorite part. Stretch the toes out, spreading them out like monkey toes. Imagine they're doing a wild, crazy dance. Now, this is my favorite thing to do. Now, try and make 2 thumbs up with your big toes. Are you doing that? I can't see. All right, so if you're not doing it, I want you to practice now, okay? You have something to work on now while you're at home. All right, so let's go on to our hands and knees. We're going to move a little bit quicker from here now. I'm just quickly checking and see who is here. Oh, wow, we have quite a few people watching. Thanks for being here. All right, so let's come on to hands and knees, all fours. We're going to do a few round of cat-cows. Hands shoulder width apart, knees hip width distance. I'm speaking really loud now, so hopefully I'm not waking up anyone in your home if this is too loud. And if you can't hear me, please do let me know, okay? So all fours, think of yourself as a table. Spreading your fingertips out, middle fingers pointing forward. Your wrists, your elbows, your shoulders, these 3-point stack, and gently spiraling the biceps out. Knees underneath your hips and tucking the toes, gently lifting through the lower belly. Eye gaze look between your hands. Now, cat-cow, move at your own pace. Inhale, dip through the belly. You're lifting your tailbone. You reach the sternum forward. Exhale, untuck the toes, round through the spine. Bring your chin towards the throat. Inhale, tuck toes, opening. Keep your elbows soft or closing the eyes. Exhale, rounding. So, when you're opening the chest, dipping through the belly, think of a cow belly, yeah? And this is your cow pose. You're opening the front of the body. As you exhale, you're pushing everything away, rounding through the back. This is a cat stretch, yeah? So this is your cat pose. So move at your own pace. Do this a few times. As you get warmer, you might like to make it a little bit quicker. We're just warming up right now. And then from here, with the next exhale, bring your knees together. Flatten the top part of the feet on the ground so you're not curling your toes, okay? This part is touching the ground. Press the floor away. Now really bring awareness to your lower belly. Gently lifting through the lower belly, pushing the floor away with your hands and the feet, the top part of your feet. And you're just going to lift the knees off the ground. So your knees hovering off the ground. Maybe I can slide 3 fingers underneath my knees. Not too high, you're not straining your ankles or your knees. If you can't hold for as long, just come back down and come back up when you're ready. Still breathing, try not to hold your breath at any time, so breathe. We're starting to create a bit of heat in our body. Take another deep inhale and exhale, lowering down. Now from here, send your butt all the way towards your heels into child's pose. Keep the arms active, walking the hands all the way to the top of the mat. Keep your arms strong, so my forearms off the ground, wrists touching, spreading the fingertips, pressing the hands down. Imagine your arms want to be really strong to support you. Inhale, look up between your hands. Come up onto your hands and knees. Tuck your toes. Your hands not moving anywhere. So this is how we measure it. And then lift up to your first downward facing dog of today's class. Now, the first thing in the morning, if you're at the morning as well, my hamstring's really tight. So take your time, bring your feet a bit wider, and then explore some free movement. Take your dog out for a walk. You might want to pedal your feet. My mat's a bit stretchy, so I feel like I'm just sliding forward. So explore some movement. What do you need to do to feel comfortable right now? Do something silly. Turn your head side to side, forward and back. Turn your knees side to side. Now I like to push into my hands, bend the knees a lot if you want to do this with me. Turn both knees to the right side, look underneath the right armpit. Come back on the inhale. Exhale, bend your knees a lot and turn your knees, your head, and to the other side. So maybe do this a few times, bend your knees a lot. So it's coming into a twist, yeah?
pushing into the arms. Do a couple more. Alright, now come back to the center. Settle into your dog. Keep pushing to the arms. Grow your arms a little longer. Feel lengthening through the armpit and the side of the body. Bring your feet really wide as your mat. And see if you can ground the heels down. Bend your knees as much as you need, but lifting the sitting bones up. Keep pushing up. Lifting through the lower belly. Your eye gaze between your knees. Inhale, exhale, shift your weight towards your right side. Yep, upper body does not move, so you're just shifting from your hips towards the right side. Maybe you're feeling a bit more of a stretch on the left hip, glute, or somewhere else. Inhale, come back. Exhale, shift to the other side. Lift through the lower belly. Keep the arms strong so you're not dumping the weights forward. Inhale, come back to the center. And then exhale, walk your feet towards each other. Now from here, find a strong downward facing dog. Feet hip width distance, knees are the same width distance. Bend your knees so much. Don't worry about straight legs, especially hamstrings tight. Push into the arms, find length around the armpit, along the torso. And then see if you can keep the knees bent slightly, heels down, but lifting the sitting bones up. Yeah, your down dog, sitting bones here, lift it up to really intensify the stretch at the back of the legs. Alright, now we're going to move a little bit quicker now. On the next inhale, right leg lift high to three-legged dog. You don't need to lift too high. See if you can see your 5 toes. If you can't, your leg is too high. See if you can keep your hips square, pointing the toes down, press the heel away as if you were pressing it in towards the wall. Keep the arms really strong. Keep lifting through the lower belly. Deep breath. And now we're going to lift a little higher. This time, see if you can reach the leg as high as you possibly can, but keep the hips square. Starting to open the leg up a little bit more. Arms need to stay strong. And see if you can lift the left heel a little bit higher as well. Bring the chest towards the thigh, and we're creating space. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bring the right knee towards your nose and press the ground away. Core plank. Lift the hip away from the ground. Keep pushing the floor away. Inhale, shoot the leg back. Think about your legs really strong. Even your little pinky toe is doing yoga this morning. Exhale, knee to nose, push the ground away. We're starting to create more heat in the body now. Inhale, shoot the leg back. Exhale, bring the knee towards nose, lift the ground away. And here, you're going to step the foot down in between the hand. If your foot's just here, that's okay. Use your hand to grab the foot forward. Alright, I think I'm a bit too forward. Okay. Lower the back knee down. Untuck the back toes. Lift through the chest and make sure that your front knee and your ankle line up. Untuck the back toes, but if you need more support, keep the back toes tucked, whatever feels more comfortable. Alright, lift through the chest. Inhale, sweeping the palms, and we rise up. Bend your elbows, interlace your fingers. On the inhale, lift the chest up a little bit more. And you can come up as high as you want, yeah? Exhale, drop the hip down a little bit more. So we're not coming forward. Alright, thinking about your hips still in the center. So your torso in the center, you're just dropping the hips down. So this can be a bit uncomfortable because this stretch our hip flexors and psoas. Inhale, lift the chest a little bit more. Exhale, releasing the hands to the back of the room. Inhale, interlace your hands again. Exhale, reach your knuckles back. And really think about you lifting through the lower belly so you're not arching into the lower back, okay? So keep your hip neutral. You can reach the upper back a little bit more. Really try and push through the front foot. Otherwise, you probably feel like you're losing your balance, yeah? Stay for another breath. Inhale, lifting the fingertips up again. Find energy through each fingertips and exhale, reaching them towards the ground. Inhale, hamstring, starting to lengthen the front leg. Exhale, bend. We're going to do this a few times, yeah? Inhale, lengthen. So move at your own pace. Exhale, bend. See if you can keep your hips square. That means you're drawing the front hip back and the back hip forward. So keep moving as I'm talking. So keeping the hips square means imagine your hip bones here, yeah? I can feel my pointy hip bones here. if they're the lights of a car, then you want the light to shine forward. So if I'm turning that way, that's not square, right? So you want to make sure they're facing the front of you, facing the ground. Okay, now from here, stay for another breath. Inhale, lift your head, bend the front knee. Now this one might get a little bit more challenging. So if you have a block, you use a block for some of you. From here, we're gonna bring, so the front knee is your right leg bent, yeah? So your right palm is gonna come inside. So my shoulder is just in front of my thigh or my knee. Now from here, lift the back knee, land the back foot down. So your whole back foot is touching the ground. Hopefully you can see my back foot. Now the back foot's kind of pointing towards a diagonal. Press down through the outer edge of your foot. Now bring the palm towards the ground. If this is too much for you, come up onto the fingertips, knuckles, or even bring your forearm to the top of your thigh. Okay, so the key is you want to bend the front knee a lot and keep the hip down. So either here, here, or here, whatever works for you. And then with the left hand on top of the thigh, and you circle it, reach overhead. So it's a long line. So this is your extended side angle pose. Imagine to the outer edge of your foot up to the fingertips. It's a long diagonal line. Keep pressing everything down that's in touch with the ground, but keep lifting everything up that's away from the ground, so you're staying strong. Eye gaze, look up or down, whatever feels comfortable for you. And see if you can find space between your shoulder and your ear. Keep reaching the fingertips away. Keep lifting through the lower belly. Oh, are you starting to feel your legs? I can hear some of you giggling, SD. And staying really strong, push through both feet, lifting through the lower belly. Inhale, we're going to rise up to warrior two. All right, now look at your warrior two, okay? So I think your foundation was right there. Your front heel and the middle arch of your back foot should line up. Your torso is in the center. So sometimes we tend to reach forward. We want to draw it back a little bit, okay? Now look at your front knee. If you can see your big toe, maybe second toe. If not, maybe your front knee is way past, or maybe it's coming inward. So make sure you're pointing directly forward. Now the back leg, press down through the outer edge of the back foot, squeeze the back thigh, so is it nice and firm? If I was in a class and I come around, squeeze your quadricep, it should be nice and firm, okay? So spiraling the back hip out, all right? Reach and drop the shoulders down. Am I talking too much? Are you feeling the bend in your legs? Good. Eye gaze, look forward. Keep your neck nice and long. So your leg's really strong, but I want you to think about you lifting through the center. Activate through the center so you're not dumping down. Okay, so really strong. From here, your hands, spreading the fingertips out. Now turn the palms away. Reach the 10 fingertips towards the ceiling, and I want you to push the arms away. Feel the expansion through the chest and push them away. Imagine you're standing between two solid walls and you want to push them away. Keep pushing, feel a bit more stretch along through the forearms, yeah? It might feel a bit uncomfortable now. Stay for another breath if you can. And come back to your warrior two hand. Inhale, water relief, slowly straightening the front leg. Okay, now stay here. Try not to lock the front knee in. That means you want to keep the front knee bent just slightly, okay? Now your back hand, which is your left hand, touch wherever you can. Inhale, with the right hand, reach up towards the sky, and we're just gonna come into a side bend. Reach, reach, reach. Eye gaze up or down. Keep the legs really strong, so you're not losing your balance there, and breathe. One more breath. And inhale, warrior two. Exhale, hands cartwheel to either side of the front foot. Now turn the back leg into a lunge position. Bend the front knee a lot. So make sure that your back toes are pointing forward, okay? So 10 toes pointing forward, not to the side. And I want you to slowly straighten the front leg as much as you can. You don't need to fully extend it. From here, step the back leg forward and see how many little steps you need to take until your back foot can completely touch the ground. Yeah, so make sure it's not lifted. I want the back heel touch the ground. Again, keep the hips square by drawing the front hip back and the back hip forward. So So if there's lights, it should shine down, right? Okay, come up onto the fingertips. Or if you have blocks, use them. Or for some of you, you might want to come a little bit deeper. Bring the chest towards your thigh. Bring the head to shin. And we're going to stay here for a little bit. So our pyramid pose, really opening the up the back of the leg. Bend the front knee as much as you need, but keep the back leg strong and straight. Imagine you want to squeeze the inner thighs towards each other. Stay here. Now for some of you, you might want to try this one. Yeah? Tree, I think you might want to try this one. Bring the hands back. Press the fingertips down. Use your arms, so everything needs to be activated. And lifting through the lower belly. So this one is called the fallen flamingo. Christine, you call it the fallen Christine pose, whatever you call it. If you want to try, if you're falling on a carpet, then you can have a good laugh at yourself. So stay where you are. Otherwise, if you want more, you want to give this a try. Keep the front leg really strong because it's going to support you. Lift the back heel off. Lifting through the lower belly. Use your fingertips to support you. Starting to lift the back leg off. Bring the chest towards the shin. And that's your fallen flamingo. And breathe. And then touch down. Whew, feeling warm now. Now we're going to bend the front knee. Bring the back leg further away. Push into the hands. It's going to support you. Lift the hip high. And to create space. Now bring the front leg all the way back to the sky. Three-legged dog. Reach up as high as it feels comfortable. Bend the knee. Bring the knee towards the sky. Bring the heel towards your bum. Lower the standing heel down towards the ground. Keep your arms really strong. Make sure that your weights are not shifting forward. Take another breath here. Bring your chest towards your thigh. And next inhale, straighten your leg and keep your hips square. If you're thinking we're resting, I'm sorry, you're wrong, my friend. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, you're going to bend the knee and you're going to bring the foot forward. Outside of the right hand. Outside. Yeah, lizard pose. Yay, everybody's favorite. Now, press into the hand, lower the knee down. Okay, untuck the back toe. I'm going to turn to the front. So from the front, you would look like this, yeah? So your foot, your knee, go out, press into the hands, allow the knee to, the toes to point out. We can walk them out even more, press into the hands. So one thing I don't want you to do is, letting your neck disappear and you're just holding it here. So press into the arms, allow the chest to open, keep your elbows slightly bent, and we're going to stay here for a few breaths. And this is a really good posture to help us release our glutes and hips and also the hip flexors. So stay here for a few breaths. You're lucky we're not doing yin yoga today because normally we stay here for 5 minutes. So stay here and breathe. Try not to run away. I can't see you, but stay. So for some of you, you might have a block. You might want to place a block underneath your forearm. Feel free to do that. If your forearms not touching the ground, don't break an arm and a leg to practice yoga, okay? Whatever you can do today is perfect. Now for some of you, just understanding your body, my body, everybody's different. So your body is special and unique, so be you. For some of you, you might want a little bit more, then you can try and tuck the back toes. Or not. Choose what serves you better today. Take 3 more deep breaths here. And on the next inhale, if you're on your elbows, come on up. Now this is optional. You can stay here, all right? So I'm going to show you with a few different options. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, you're going to bend the back knee. And same hand as the back leg, which is your left hand. You're going to go and see if you can grab the back foot. If you can touch, good, maybe stay here. And using your breath to help you bring the heel towards your bum to really open up the back of the leg. That's your quadricep, yeah? For some of you, if you want to go deeper, opposite hand and foot. So you're going to turn around with the right hand, grab the back foot and bring the heel towards your bum. Relax your shoulders. This can be extremely uncomfortable. For some of you really want to take it to the next level, bring your front foot into the center and rise up. Bring the hand to grab the foot and bring the heel towards your bum. Drop the hip down and breathe. Even if you're breathing fire right now, breathe. Stay for another breath. And slowly release. Try not to have a slingshot. Yeah, I don't want you to lose your kneecap or your foot. Just slowly taking your time. No slingshot, just slowly bring it down if you need to take a bit more time. And from here, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, lift the hip high, step the front leg back to down dog. Walk your legs out. Explore some free movement. Maybe you do something a little bit weird that you find that you do in a class that you're worrying that people are going to think, oh my God, I'm strange. So now you're at your own home. You can be as weird as you like, okay? And one thing about yoga is that you can be free to explore. And that's the beauty of it. Do whatever you like and whatever serves you. And now find your child's pose. Take a moment to rest. Yes. So child's pose. Knees together. Knees wide. Your choice. Arms in front. Forehead on the mat. Forehead on the hands. Or hands by the side. Whatever feels comfortable for you. Alright. So notice what feels nice. Oh, so many people are joining us. So just allow yourself to be comfortable and really take this time to reconnect to your breath. Take a moment to observe how you're feeling right now. We've done a series of postures on our right side. How you're feeling between the right and the left side in your body right now. Has it changed how you breathe? Has it changed how you feel in your physical body? How you feel energetically? What are the changes? Just allow yourself to observe, but don't put a label on anything. Don't judge, don't criticize. Just watch and notice what's happening. So on your yoga mat, really allow yourself to see, observe yourself in every different levels as an observer. Yeah? When we're an outsider, we can always see better or clearer. So allow yourself to take 3 more deep breaths here before we move over to the other side. So when you're ready, in your child's pose, again, the first thing you want to do is find a strong foundation. Don't rush. It's like building a house. If you have a strong foundation, then the building will be stronger, yeah? So your downward dog is strong. All the other poses after that will be a lot stronger. So hands forward, arms really strong. Press down through in finger pads. Turn your biceps out. Inhale, lift up, come up, tuck your toes, and lift your sitting bones towards the ceiling. If you need to pedal your feet, do that. Now find your strong downward facing dog, arms pushing away and lifting, lengthen through the torso, lifting through the lower belly, lift the sitting bones up. Don't be afraid to bend your knees, okay? Downward dog is not about super straight legs. Okay, when you're finding strong and steady in your downward facing dog, this time lift the left leg up to 3-legged dog. First thing, we don't want to lift too high. Keep the leg really strong. Your upper body do not change. You're just simply lifting one leg. I know it's challenging. See if we can even out the balance in both hands so you're not dumping the weight in towards one side. Take another inhale. Now lift the leg as high as you possibly can. Reach your toes up. Keep the legs straight if you can. Yeah. So imagine even your little pinky toes doing yoga this morning. So there's no lazy toes. Lift up. Lift the heel on the ground off. So right heel off the ground as much as you can. On the exhale, bring the knee towards nose, nose towards knee. Push the ground away. Heel towards your bum. Push everything away. We're going to do this 3 times. Inhale, shoot the leg back. Exhale as you come forward. I'm keeping my elbows slightly bent, so when I come forward, I can push and lift. lifting the ribs, your spine towards the ceiling. Last one. Exhale, come forward and hold for a moment, pushing everything away and lift, lift, lift. Further away from the ground, then you can step the leg forward and down, place it between your hands. Oh, feeling warm. Lower the back knee down. Find your front knee lined up with your ankle. If you want to walk the back knee back, feel free to do that. Push down through the front foot, lifting through the center. On the inhale, we're going to rise. Bring your palms together. So I'm going to face you this time. We're basically just repeating the same thing we did on the other side. Yeah. Interlace fingers, and index fingers point up. Elbows bent or straight. Inhale, lift, and exhale. See if you can bring your buttocks, or thinking about you dropping the back thigh towards the ground a little bit more, without leaning your torso forward. So your torso is in the center, keeping the lower belly lifted. Inhale, lift a little bit more. Bring your sternum towards the ceiling a bit more without bending into the lower back. Exhale, releasing the arms to the back of the room. Inhale, interlace. Exhale, reach your fingertips away. So to the back again. Find your balance, steady your eye gaze. Maybe look at one point, about a meter in front of you, down the ground. So in yoga, we call it a drishti point. A point that helps you find balance and help you concentrate and focus. Inhale, lifting up. Reach up to the fingertips. Exhale, releasing the hands back down to the ground. Inhale, lengthen. Find space at the back of the leg. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. So move at your own pace. Do this a couple more times. Notice how you feel on this side. Do you have a tighter side like me? And the last time, we're going to stay here. Stay here, walk your hands back a little bit. Relax your head, give your head a bit of a shake. I'm going to turn this way. So taking a moment to notice how you're feeling on this side. So if you are like me, this is your tighter side, you carry injury on one side, then be extra mindful, be patient with yourself. Yeah? Spend a bit more time here, or bend the knee a bit more. Give yourself a bit more love. Take another full breath. Relax your head, relax your shoulders. Most of us have very tight hamstrings, so don't force anything to happen. Let it happen organically. And time will help. Okay, inhale, lift your head. Bend the front knee, hands to either side of the front foot. Now we're going to come up. Front knee over the ankle, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Now you're going to land the back foot, the whole back foot touching the ground. And see, if you were to draw a straight line, front heel and the middle arch of the foot lined up, turn the back toe slightly out. Now bring the left hand inside. Yep, my wrist inside my ankle. And you can stay here, come up, whatever feels more comfortable for you, or have some support here. Right palm on top of the thigh, and you're just going to sweep it over, thinking about you want to turn your chest towards me. Open your heart towards me. Eye gaze look up or down. Keep both legs really strong, so we're not just dumping into the front leg, okay? So if your hip really high, I want you to bend your front knee a little bit more and drop the hip down. So imagine if the outer edge of your foot all the way line up to the fingertips, like a nice straight diagonal, yeah? Make sure there's a lot of space between your shoulders and your ears so you're not looking like this. Try and relax a little bit, which sometimes feels a little bit challenging. And breathe. One more deep breath. Are you ready to rise? Okay, on the inhale, rise with me. Push through both feet, lifting through the lower belly, and we come up to warrior two. Take a moment, you can bring your hands down, and take a moment to find out the position of your front leg and your back leg. Again, front thigh bent a lot. If you want more, walk the front foot forward. Front thigh almost parallel towards the ground, yeah? See, make sure that you can see the big toe and second toe. Press down through the outer edge of the back foot. Back thigh is really strong. Thinking about you opening the back thigh. So you're opening through the hips here. Lift through the center. Eye gaze look forward. Where is forward? Front. Finger. Drop your shoulders. I really want you to find the expansion through the chest. Now from here, turn the 10 fingertips towards the ceiling, spreading them out and push the arms away. Imagine strong warriors, guys. Press the walls away. Now you're focusing on the arms. Don't lose the balance or the foundation of your legs. So it's multitasking, yeah? How could you ever be bored with yoga? You have to be so focused to make sure that everything is working as one. Are you feeling hot or is it just me? One more breath. I know you can stay, but you know you can come out anytime you wish. Inhale, reach the fingertips away from each other. We're gonna come out. Inhale, slowly straighten the front leg. Backhand touch wherever you can. So make sure you're not locking the front knee in. Front hand, which is your left hand. Reach up, reach up, reach up. And exhale, we're gonna tip to the side. Keep your legs really strong. So opening the side of the body. Eye gaze look down or look up if you want to challenge your balance. One more breath. And then bending the knee. Warrior 2. Cartwheel your hands either side of the front foot. Turn the back heel. So lift the back foot, okay? So keep your hips square. Again, find that both hip bones facing towards the front. 10 toes facing towards the front. Okay, step the back foot forward. So you want to straighten the front leg first. And I want your back heel to be able to touch. So walk them, make them even shorter. That is okay. Alright, make the stance a little shorter. So imagine you're standing on a very narrow train track here. Alright, bend the front knee if you need to. Fingertips, blocks, or hands. One thing I don't want you to do is hunching and then letting your neck disappear. Don't let your neck ever disappear. Okay? Keep your beautiful long neck. Lifting through the lower belly, bring your chest towards your thigh. It does not have to touch. Okay, who's trying fallen flamingo with me? Okay, so if you want to try, bring your hands back, keep your arms straight. Press down through your 10 finger pads. Now this is my best side. We'll see how long I can do for this one. So lifting through the lower belly. Activate your bandha. Yeah? Press down through the front foot, starting to lift the back heel. If you're not doing this, you're just going to stay where you are. Alright? And shift the weight forward. Everything is activated. When you're ready, lift the back heel. Bring the heel towards your bum. And breathe. One last breath. And lower the back foot down. Bring the hands to the front knee. Bend the front knee. From here, push into the hands, lift up, find space. Shift the front leg all the way back towards the sky. Reach through your toes, keep your arms really strong. And you know what's coming. You're not resting, of course. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bring the knee forward, outside of the left hand. So your foot land outside the left hand. Lower the back knee down. Okay, I'm gonna face towards you so you can see better. So, hands shoulder width apart. Your foot, your knee turn out. Press and lift your chest. Keep your elbows slightly bent so you're not overextending or locking in. Make sure your neck is nice and long so we're not doing this, okay? Broaden through the collarbone. For some, if you want to, climb down onto the elbows. And breathe. So this is a deep hip opening posture, which means it can be really uncomfortable. Our hips stored a lot of tightness and tension. So not just physical tightness, yeah, it can be emotional, mental stress that we don't know or we don't want to process. They store here. So that's why when it comes to stretching or releasing our hips, it can be really uncomfortable. Sometimes even trigger negative emotions. So if you're feeling a bit emotional, that is also okay. Allow yourself to experience and feel whatever you're feeling right now. So think of this pose or hip opening postures as decluttering this tension or stress that you're holding in your body. It's like everyone's house have this drawer, right? Maybe it's near the doorway where you put a lot of stuff. You don't know where to put them, like keys and letters and all the other stuff. You just shove them into the drawer, and over time it accumulates a lot of crap. So we're just decluttering this drawer, and when we clean it up, it feels good, right? So allow yourself to stay here. Stay for 5 more breaths, not 5 minutes, okay? That's all I'm asking, but you know you can come out at any time. I'm not watching you. And even if I was watching you, you know you always are allowed, you have my permission to do whatever you like. And that is the beauty of yoga. Own your practice. You're not here for me, you're here for yourself. Or maybe you're here for me. Okay, if you're ready to come out, you're gonna climb up onto the hands. Stay here. Okay, bring the back thigh, the hip towards the ground. You want more? Bend the back knee, same hand, which is the right hand, go back and grab the foot. Maybe just here. Or if you have a towel or a strap, use it. Bring the heel close to the buttocks. Or, next one, turn your chest toward the bent knee. Opposite hand, which is the left hand. Grab the back foot. Bring the hand to hold the foot. Bring the heel towards your bum. And you can try this one, but don't break your knee or your hip, because the last thing I want is that you break yourself in my class and then you go and sue me. And that doesn't benefit everybody, because I have no money if you sue me, okay? So take care of yourself. So if you're up here, press down through the front foot, bring the heel towards your bum. Deep breath wherever you are. Deep inhale. Exhale, let it all go. One more deep breath. Again, remember, no slingshot, just slow. Even if you need to move like a 90-year-old, that is okay. Just very, very slow and mindful. Okay, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, lift the hip high, bring the hands and hips up, bring your front leg all the way back to 3 like a dog, or even just down dog, yeah? Bend the knee, bring the heel towards your bum. You can turn your hip or your chest slightly to the side, and lower the standing heel down towards the ground to feel your calf a little bit more. Keep both arms really strong. And then down dog. Again, explore, be wild, be free, be special and unique. Do something weird. And weird is the new cool. Right, who wants to take a rest? If you're not already resting, come down, child's pose. Or maybe kneeling or sitting, whatever feels comfortable for you. So take a moment, wherever you are, so you can allow your eyes to close. Now we've done both sides, the same postures on both sides. Close your eyes and tune into your body. And notice how you're feeling right now between the left and the right side. Maybe you're feeling a little bit more balanced now we've done both sides. Or perhaps you still feel like one side still feel a little bit out, and that is okay. Just allow yourself to observe. If you know that there's one side tighter than the other, perhaps next time when you practice, you like to spend more time on the other side, right? How's your breath? How are you breathing right now? How has it changed comparing to the beginning of the class? Again, we're just observing. See things as the way they are, not how you like them to be. And this is my mantra, the things that I learnt during my 10-day silent meditation. So when we have an expectation or attach an outcome or
basic attachment issues. When we attach too much to an outcome or things, then that's where suffering happens, especially at this time. It's really easy to attach to certain outcomes and things that we're losing in whatever ways. So just really allow yourself to observe and accept what it is. Appreciate the simple things in life. Okay, so when you're ready, slowly get yourself up and come to a seated posture. We're going to do a couple of rounds of sort of seated postures to get sort of cool down. Sometimes I lose my words. All right, so get comfortable. Give your legs a bit of a stretch. Shake your legs. All right, bring the soles of the feet together. Sitting nice and tall. Bring the hands to grab and hold your toes. You might like to open your feet up like opening a book, yeah? Sitting bones out, the knees out. Lifting through the lower belly. This is one of my favorite posture. Butterfly. And butterfly is one of my favorite animal or insect. So starting to move, this again help us open our hips. With our lifestyle, our hips most of the time internally rotated the way we sit, exercise. So this brings external rotation. So think of this as your butterfly's wings. Can you flap your wings as you get warmer? Now I'm going to stop talking and I want you to see if you can make some noise. Oh my God, my floor is vibrating. So if it's not happening today, that is okay. Bring your hands to the back. Fingertips, so 10 fingertips pointing towards me. Keep your elbows slightly bent. Now your arm's going to support you, okay? So press into the fingertips, your arm's really strong. Lift your chest, thinking about you reach the sternum towards the ceiling. Lift the buttocks just off the ground, hovering, but allow the knees to open. Relax your buttocks. Lift as not too high, just hovering off the ground. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, shift your hips forward. Inhale, go back. Oh, I can hear my hip bone cracking. Exhale, forward. It's alright, I'm not broken. Inhale, come back. Exhale, come forward. And just do this a couple more times. Keep your arms really strong, okay? Exhale. Inhale, come back. Exhale, come back down. Now from here, if you need to move your legs slightly forward, that's okay. But if that's comfortable, stay where they are. And we're just going to simply fall forward. I'm going to turn sideways. So you're simply just going to fall forward. Allow the spine to round wherever you want to place your hands. Just be as effortless as possible. Hands can be in front, can be on the inside, whatever feels nice. Let the head hang. Give your head a little bit of a shake. Side to side, forward and back. Find some space at the back of the neck. Let your head be really heavy. Okay, and just allow yourself to find some softness at the back of your spine. Now, during our day, when we're sitting, when we're walking or standing, we carry a lot of weights and there's a lot of compression in the spine. So when we come forward, can you try and visualize that you're creating more space between each vertebrae? So allow yourself to soften into where you are now. Take a couple more deep breaths in and out. Full inhale and full exhale. Next inhale, lift your head up. Exhale, coming up right. Now from here, we're going to lay down. Yes, so we're going to lay down. Stretch the whole body out. Extending the arms and the legs long, wiggle your toes. Bend your knees, give yourself a nice big hug. Bring the chest, the thigh towards the chest and gently rocking side to side. Rocking side to side. And lower your feet back down to the ground.
we're just gonna just do a couple of rounds of bridge here, okay? So your feet hip width distance, knees are the same width distance. Imagine if your ankles underneath the knees, your arms by the side, walking the fingertips toward the direction of your toes. Gently lifting through the lower belly, keeping the chin in so your neck stays nice and long. And press the feet firmly in towards the ground. On the inhale, press the feet down, lifting through the lower belly. So one vertebra at a time. You're lifting your hips off the ground. You don't need to come up too high. When there's no more inhale, starting the exhale. Lowering one spine at a time, one vertebra at a time, imprint it back to the ground. And you're just going to move at your own pace. Make sure that when you come up, your knees not going up, not coming in. You're squeezing your thighs. You can put a block between your thighs if you find that your knees starting more to come in or out, or you experience any knee pains. I find that helped me and also helped you engage or activate your inner thigh muscles. Alright, so just do a few more. As you get warmer, come up a little bit higher. Exhale, coming down. And when you lift off and lower, notice where it starts with your spine. Yeah, when you lift off from the lower spine, one vertebra at a time. Exhale, instead of the hips touching the ground first, can you have the mid back, your spine, and unfurling, and one vertebra at a time, slowly imprinting back to the ground or the mat. It might be a bit challenging, yeah? Well, give it a try. Maybe not today, but that's okay. Now next time we're going to come up here, we're going to stay. Press through your feet, keeping the chin in so your chin is not facing towards the ceiling. Keep the legs strong. Lift the hips, your chest towards the ceiling. And then your legs and your glutes have to work a little bit harder now. Keep lifting, keep breathing. Now if you want a little bit more, walk your shoulders underneath and see if you can clasp your hands and press into your arms. Reach the knuckles away. Come up as high as you possibly can. Deep breath. Imagine your belly button. There's a string attached to the sky, lifting you up. And your feet rooting down towards the ground. You are a beautiful bridge. Stay here for a few more breaths. And for some of you, if you want to come into wheel pose, feel free to do it, but I'm not going to try and do it today. We can do it another day if you like. Now we're going to come out, slowly release the hands if they're clasped. Release, walk your shoulders out, and one vertebra at a time on the exhale. Lowering down. Ooh. My legs feels a bit warm. Now give them a bit of a shake and stretch if you want. Oh, a lot of clicking here. I don't know if you can hear my knees. And gently just give yourself a hug, rocking side to side. Oh, and guess what? I'm going to do my favorite pose. Some of you might already guess. Happy baby pose, okay? So from here, turn your feet towards the sky as if you're standing on the sky. Open the knees out wide, your knees pointing towards the ground. So your hands go outside, but my elbows, my arms inside my thighs. My hands, you can hug the back of the thigh, grab your shins or your ankles, yeah? And your knees pointing down. But if you can, bring your hands, grab to the outer edge of your feet, then do that. Turn the feet towards the ceiling as if you were standing on the ceiling. Draw the knees down, lower the hips down, and starting to gently rock side to side like a happy baby. So good. Releasing the lower back, opening the hips. Rock as big, as small as you like. And see if you can even have your thigh at the top of the knee gently touching the ground. If not, that's okay. Now if you roll to the side like a turtle, you can't come back up, that's okay. Have a good laugh at yourself. Yeah? Being able to laugh at ourselves is a good quality to have. Happy baby pose. We were all born to do yoga, but over time we forget how to do that. So this is a good reminder. Bring some fun into your life, whatever you do. Okay, from here, release your hand. Open your legs out. Now you can bring your hands to the outside to support your thighs. So you just simply open up like a V shape, yeah? Stretch the inner thighs and your hips. Now if you want a bit more, you can place your hands on the inner thighs to deepen the stretch. Some of you, you might want to bring your hands, pistol fingers, grip and hold of your big toes, And open the legs wide. Now, if you can't touch your toes, I'm sorry, my friend. You just need to grow your arms a little longer. Kidding, if they're not happening today, that is okay. Yeah, so just do whatever you can right now and breathe. One more breath. And then release your hand. Bring the soles of the feet together as they're touching, and you're going to lower your feet down to the ground. Your knees opening out to the side. Again, hips opening. Your arms can be by your side. Your arms can be cactus arms overhead, whatever feels nice. Goddess pose. Goddess SD. I have a lot of beautiful goddesses joining me this morning. So if you like to close your eyes, close your eyes. We're starting to wind down now. Just stay here for a couple of breaths. Take one more full breath. If you like, we're going to come out, bring your hands to the outside of the thighs and use the help of your hands. Bring the knees towards each other. Your knees still bent. Bring your feet really wide, okay? So just so you know, my heels are touching my toes on the ground. Bring your hands about shoulder height if you have space, or higher than your hips. Windshield wipers. Lower both knees all the way down towards the right side. Swipe them to the left side, side to side. So it should be nice and relaxing here. Closing the eyes and just allow yourself to explore what feels nice here. If you're laying still, you might just want to stay there, okay? And next time when you come to the right side, let's stay here for 3 breaths. And then change to the other side. Stay on the left side for 3 breaths. And now come back to the center. Let's come into Shavasana. So let's come into Shavasana. If you have a bolster, you have a towel, you have a pillow, you want to place it underneath the knees, feel free to do that. You might have your own variation that you like. Then you find your favorite variation, okay? Bring your arms by the side. You can even bring your hands to move your buttocks out to the side. Allow the feet to flop out. If you have your arms by your side, see if you can have the palms turn up. And see if you can walk your shoulder blades down a little bit further away from you. Keeping the chin in so your neck stay nice and long, and soften your face. So Shavasana, that's our final resting pose. If you want to leave now, you want to say bye, that is okay. But I'm just going to spend a couple of minutes talk you through your Shavasana. So Shavasana may seem like we're not really doing anything, but it's one of the most important postures in our yoga practice. We save the best to last. It's like you're growing a tree, and this is the moment where you get to pick your fruit. So just allow yourself to be comfortable and follow my voice. Take a moment to just allow yourself to soften. Notice what other adjustments that you need to do to be comfortable. Where else you need to soften? Are you still holding on to tension or tightness anywhere else in the body? If so, can you let them to just go and soften those areas? Relaxing the crown of the head, the back of the head, your face,
And the space between your eyebrows, your third eye. See if you can widen this space. Relax your jaw, creating a bit of a gap between your teeth, your lips kind of touching but not touching. And maybe lifting the corner of your lips upwards. Take a deep breath. Soften your chest, your shoulder area. Relax your belly. If you have your palms on top of your belly, feel the belly rising and falling. Any sensation or pulsation that you're feeling right now underneath your palms. Relaxing your hip region. Again, we did some deep hip opening and stretching, so you might be feeling a little bit tender right now. Allow yourself to relax around the hip region, your glutes, your quadriceps, the top of the thigh, the back of the thigh, your knees. Perhaps you like to take a moment or pick a body part that you're thankful or grateful for your body. Like for me, I'm so grateful and appreciating my knees. As some of you know, knee injuries, so I'm still able to do a lot of things, so I'm very grateful. Relax your legs, so your calf, your shins, your ankles, and your feet are completely relaxed and flopped out to the side. Relax even your little toes. Relax your shoulders, biceps, and even to the little pinky. Your whole body might feel really soft or might feel really heavy right now. Just allow yourself to feel whatever sensation, emotion, pulsation or vibration that's happening in this amazing body of yours right now. And just focusing on your breath, letting go any form of control. You don't even need to breathe deep or slow anymore. Just simply allow yourself to find a natural rhythm of your breath. Simply allow yourself to be. If you notice that you have a monkey mind today, that you can't stay focused, the mind naturally wants to wander around, and that is okay and it's normal. So if you prefer some quiet for your Shavasana, you can switch this off now. But if you like to stay for a bit longer, maybe we can spend a couple more minutes doing a sort of meditation or visualization practice. So just follow my voice if you like to stay. So again, take a couple more deep releasing breath here. Now bring awareness to the base of your spine. I'd like you to visualize there's a bright, warm orange light at the base of your spine. As you inhale, this light slowly travels up the spinal column, all the way up to the top of the spine, so the back of the neck or back of the head. As you exhale, slowly, smoothly allow the light to move down, back to where it started, to the base of your spine. So again, on the inhale, using your breath, moving the light upwards effortlessly. Exhale, moving downwards. Some of you, your light might be moving quite fast. Some of you might be moving slow. It depends on the length of your breath. Just allow it to happen naturally. Some of you might notice that the light gets stuck somewhere, and that is okay. See if you can stay there. Spend a bit more time with it. Don't rush anywhere. Stay where it is right now, and maybe you just want to spend a bit more time where you are and just breathe. If it moves, great. If not, that is also okay. And just continue with this for a little longer until you hear my voice again. And just take one more deep breath in and out with your light traveling up and down to finish the last one. Now stay relaxed and comfortable where you are. Stay still where you are. Bring awareness back to the surroundings, the pose you're in. Notice in this pose right now what it is that you can touch. The body parts that are in contact with the ground, with the mat, with your carpet maybe. The body parts that are naturally lifted away, maybe the back of the wrist, ankles, back of the neck. Notice what it is that you can hear where you are right now. Maybe inside the room, outside the room. My voice. I can hear the birds chirping out there. What a beautiful day. Notice what it is that you can smell. Hopefully it is something nice. And even waking up the sense of taste. Gently moisten your lips with your tongue or swallowing. Slowly waking up all the senses in your body. Moving your fingertips, you might like to use your thumbs, rubbing each finger pads, feel the skin touching, activating your finger pads, wiggling your toes, moving your ankles or the wrists. Or whatever movement that you feel you need right now, big or small, stretching the whole body out perhaps. Take a big body stretch, extending your arms and the legs long. If it feels nice, bending your knees, hugging the knees in towards your chest and gently rock side to side if that feels nice. Slowly waking the body up and taking your time to get yourself up to a comfortable seat. Sitting with the legs crossed, sitting with a nice long spine. And when you're ready, bring the palms to the heart center. If you'd like to join me for chanting the mantra Om, then I would really love that. And most of the time, if you haven't actually chanted in the class usually because you're shy or whatever reason, now you're at your own home, so feel free to just give it a go. When we chant the mantra Om, we're connecting all things divine which we all have within us. And that's also massaging and soothing our nerve systems. And for some, if that makes sense to you, but activate your throat chakra. We're also connecting with each other's energy, so don't be shy, give it a try. And I'd like you to try it for as long as you possibly be, okay? I'm just warning you, I'm very loud. Take a deep breath in. Now bring your thumbs to your forehead, your third eye region, to remind us to have kind, loving thoughts. Bring our thumb to our lips to remind us to have kind, loving words. Bring our thumbs back to our heart space to remind us to have loving, kind intentions. So at this time especially, we need a lot of love and kindness and compassion. And I'd like you to also bring back to mind the intention that you set for yourself at the beginning of the class, and bring this positive energy into your day, your week, every day, wherever you are. And I want you to know that I honor your presence, your energy with me here this morning on the yoga mat, and I'm really grateful. So I really hope that you enjoy this practice with me.